What's up, guys? Storm here. My team got eliminated from World Cup just now in semifinals, sadly enough. But I figured I'd use this time to basically narrate all my oras games, cause that's really the only tier I played. And I'm just like, why not? You know, I always like seeing 1v1 YouTube videos, and figure let's just jump right into this. So basically, in the round 1 of the tournament, it was pools, so I faced 3 people at once. I had 3 weeks to play 3 people, and my first opponent was this dude called Poison Adhesive. This was like day 1 when the bracket just dropped, because like I think that if you need time in oras to get wins, you're not good at it. That's just what I think. Like, if you need to John to Sunday or Saturday, that's like pretty sad. Like, you should already have teams you can just use and win with. Like, they're not gonna extensively scout you out day 1, but whatever. So my teammate Waylaid had a great idea to actually give my opponent teams, because he said he didn't want to play day 1 because he didn't have teams, and then Waylaid, my teammate, gave him teams for some inexplicable reason. I don't know why you'd ever want to give your teammate teams. Waylaid said they were bad teams, they're easy to beat, bro, but like, I really don't need you to fuck up my process like that, you know? And so already I was pretty like kind of fucking weirded out. So I just brought this like really standard team, because I kind of knew what he was bringing since Waylaid showed me, but like, I mean, I just brought the standard shit because Waylaid told me they were going to be bad teams, and he showed me all this, and I'm like, okay, I'll just run standard shit, like, and I'll bring Venusaur, because, like, deg teams, they used to Venusaur sometimes. And so, I bring this out. I click Venusaur here on, because I didn't really think Mawile was going to come out. It only beats Gyarados, and Venusaur's easier for me anyways. Well, I don't know, I just didn't think Mawile was going to come out, because he wouldn't want to face my Mawile mirror, so I was thinking maybe T-Tar. Even then, I could definitely beat Mawile with my set, so going to Venusaur. I could have gone Gyarados if I knew T-Tar is a pretty, like, T-Tar is such an absurdly bad pick versus my team. Literally, what the fuck is T-Tar actually beating is my question, but whatever. I could drain to 23, he taunts me, and this is fine. I can just keep Giga Draining here, because I like recover all the health, and I'm not really gonna lose this game. I don't even need Synthesis to win. He Dragon Dances, he hits me with a Crunch that does 45, and he gets a defense drop, which will allow, after the Giga Drain, Crunch to kill me. So, already off to a fucking great start. My teammate is giving my opponent teams, and I'm getting hacks. It's like, alright, good. Good shit, boys, good shit. So, game 2. Yeah, I bring this team. Wait, yeah, no, I bring this CM Sableye team because it beats CM Sableye is really anti-meta. Blah blah blah. I just bring it, and with Zardex and Altaria, I can just fish for 3-0. I go Sableye here because it beats everything. I'm CM, like I don't lose to this Magnezone ever, or you know, most of the time. You need hacks to win, and I'd CM, recover here, getting comfortable. I just want to spam some snarls at this point. So I actually hit him with a Wisp, and then I'm going to start snarling, and then he flash cannons and crits me. So that's really cool. Already freaking down, which is really cool. I'm just going to not show the replays there. So bounce back with another Sableye team, because I'm like, yo, Sableye's gonna win, and then it fucking does. Like, it just 3-0's a shitty team. Yeah, I won. So, I already could have closed down a 3-0 lead, but, you know, shit just happens. So, I go into game 4 thinking, like, okay, this is winnable. Like, I'm clearly clapping his cheeks, you know, and I got good team matchups, like, not the end of the world here. Even though I'm in a bad position, I bring Ace, but F-Stardex team, because that's just what I'm feeling, plus Heracross. And he's obviously going to go Gyarados versus it, because why would you put any effort into bringing anything else versus, you know, oh wow, a Rampardo, so wow, a Zard, let me just click Gyarados real quick. He couldn't possibly click anything else, right? And so I get that right. I didn't really have a better click, to be honest. Like, like Zard would have been really weird here. I knew he'd go Gyarados anyways. I don't know why he wouldn't. He's in a comfortable position after hacking the shit out of me, which sucks. And then he goes for the Dragon Dance, and I go for the SD. Probably should have clicked, I don't know, maybe Rock Blast or Pin Missile or something. But I'm thinking here, wait, why the fuck am I slower? And then I look at the pace, it's actually max speed Gyarados. And so I'm like, is he going to stay regular or is he going to Mega here? He Megas, trying to throw the game away. Waterfall doesn't get the flinch, surprisingly. Actually, I'm Rock Tomb. I'm not Rock Blast, I'm Rock Tomb. And this set beats most Gyaradoses because I'm a 254-ish speed, maybe more. To beat those, you know, fast Gyarados that want to beat Grens, which aren't that common in oras, but yeah, they're definitely a noticeable, like a thing that you'd want to beat when your Gyarados check is Heracross anyways. But he's actually faster than me after this waterfall, because he's max speed. And he's faster than me right now anyways. I know I wouldn't really win this game, since he outsped me, even when I was regular form. Or when I was coming off my regular form speed, so I get hacks and fucking lose. And Waylaid gave my opponent teams that actually beat my Heracross. That was really cool. Of my my teammate really helping me win here, because you know that's what teammates are all about. Game 2, I am like really my opponent from Canada is drawing the shit out of me. He wouldn't want to play for like until the last week like a pussy, so I'm like, whatever, dude. I'll just play Lost Heroes in the meantime. Whoops, that is not game 1. My other series was out of order. Okay, so here I am. I bring this team because I wanted to catch a Sableye team because this is this offensive Mew. And I know right away, I'm like, god damn it, my fucking Whimsicott matchup's like not very good. But I think here he'd go into his Babiri Berry Whims, so I click on my offensive Mew, and he clicks Whims, protects on my overheat. I'm like, goddamn, he's gonna like PP stall me or some shit. He subs, he's even HP, which is actually pretty noticeable when he's trying to PP stall me. He needs to double protect to do that. Then overheat, protect, overheat again, some specs, and then he leeches here and fucking dies. I don't know. I didn't put too much brain power into this game. I knew he was going Babiri Bear Whims anyway, so I just clicked it. A Mew. And it won. I was like, damn, I really wish I had Sludge Bomb there, but like, guess it wasn't necessary. Game 2. I got this, and I'm like, yo, why wouldn't I click Zard here? I'm Spadef Zardex, so I'm like, whatever, dude, let me just click that shit. I use the Paradise team again because I kind of like it. Click Zard here, and I was like, okay, I want to Blitz because that'll kill him, because, you know, I'm fucking Zardex, and I don't want to get like Rock Tombed or like Earthquake or some gay shit. I don't want to just like Flame, because his team is really weirdly weak to it, so I'm like, I don't want to get lured in, and so I'm like, okay, I'll just Flare Blitz here. And I do 80 because I'm a dumbass and forgot I was Spadef. I have no attack investment on this thing. And then I eat, and I'm like, if I get EQ'd here, I like might lose. Basically. Although I think I'm faster than the Metagross, I don't know. But I just put myself in kind of a shitty position, and he bullet punches for some reason. He doesn't have EQ. Even though, I mean, actually, those two are pretty good at being steel types, but still. Not that great at Mawile either, so whatever. Game 2 I win. So I'm up 2-0, and I'm like, yee, let's go, baby. And I bring this team. I think I was like, I don't remember what my sets were. I was HP Poison Grand for no actual fucking reason. I wanted to bring Dark Pulse so I can HP Poison Grand so I could fucking meme this shit out of that Aegislash team. So I'm like, yo, I'm Extra Sensory plus Grass Knot Grand here. Like, there's no reason not to click it. Like, if he's fucking Enter Heatran, like, I don't think he is. Like, he's not like that type of player. I don't think Lost Heroes isn't like that. So I catch a Slowbro, Grass Knot it, and win. So that was really cool. Good to see. 3-0'd him. Back on my feet. So let me load up game 1 of my Canadian opponent, Gareth Adamson, who's like a little cup player, like he wasn't very familiar with 1v1. So I loaded up this Registeel team because I really liked the matchup versus like a ton of Canadian teams. I thought Registeel was pretty cool, and Diancie had a good matchup versus a Zard Y Porygon Z Gyarados team that he was bringing. And so I just bring this, and I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure that Camerupt is the Freddy Kyogre set, and it doesn't have a fire move. So I was thinking Registeel would be great here. I don't know if he's going to want to go into Hoopa on Diancie. I think Diancie to him is really threatening. Like Magnet Rise beats these two. Hoopa can't really touch Diancie since I'm a rock type and I resist poison. So I thought he'd go Metagross here, and he does. So I get that right. Iron Defense, this is a boring game. He's like Power Up Punch plus like EQ, or he's Power Up Punch plus Bulldoze. He's a crackhead set, but he doesn't crit me, which is cool. I really don't think I deserve to be crit there because it was, you know, statistically unlikely. Being less than 16 turns, well, I guess statistically unlikely-ish. And just generally, like, I didn't want more hacks at this point. I was kind of scared. I was like super scared in that game actually. Then I bring this. I don't fucking remember why. I think I just like the Metagross matchup versus Freddy or something. And he brings the team I was trying to snipe with my Diancie. If I got a Diancie into this, I just 3-0'd. But I know, okay, here's my thought process here. Greninja to him is very threatening. I know that that's Gyarados, Zard Y, non-Spadef, or like non-bulky, I guess. And then a Scarf Porygon Z, because I've seen this team before. And that's what I figured from the like sets anyways. Maybe Zard X over Zard Y, but that doesn't really change anything in this matchup. And so I thought, okay, he's going to want to do, he's going to think about Aqua Wims beating those two, and Gyarados, or Gran beating those two as well. And Metagross here is kind of a hard click because Gran and Wims are just so easy. And I figured he would not want to click Zard here because that just gets wrecked by these two. And I didn't think he'd, I thought he'd play like, oh, Gran beats these two, but my Porygon Z outspeeds it and also cover Wims. So I thought he'd want to cover these two options. So I go my Metagross here, and he goes PZ and a Scarf, so he goes for the Hyper Beam, not even like doing some Dark Pulse bullshit. I Meteor Mash him, and then I just EQ here and win. So that's a good lead for me. And then game 3, I'm up 2-0. I bring this team. I don't remember. Oh, I like the Ferrothorn matchup or something, and I like the T-Tar matchup too. I was counter plus Fire Punch. I think specifically for this matchup. Yeah, I'm counter plus Fire Punch on T-Tar, and I figured, okay, he's gonna go Genesect here because that, you know, bug weak, fire weak, like that's, and Mew is also my answer to those two anyways, so like Genesect just covers those options pretty well. I really didn't see, well, I mean, I didn't see him going Kieran Black here, specifically because that can annoy my T-Tar because I don't fucking know what set it is. Yeah, so I go T-Tar here, and he goes into his Genesect, gets the special attack raise, but I'm fucking fat, and so I Fire Punch him here, as his Flashcan doesn't kill, and I fucking kill it. I think the fucking Bug Buzz might have killed me there, to be honest. I should definitely re-EV my T-Tar, or at least on this team, because I'm Genesect weak. So yeah, 3-0, and my team qualifies for playoffs, and we fight, who the fuck did we fight? Oh, Central Europe, so that was pretty interesting. That was definitely the hardest team in playoffs besides us. So game 1, I pull up this team because I liked the Slowbro matchup, and I just wanted like a pretty brainless, because I didn't have Slowbro teams, and I wanted like, I was like, oh, these two are a really good core. Guard Train is a great core in 1v1. And Slowbro beats like fighting types that kind of threaten it, because, you know, Guard isn't the best fighting check, you know, Sock can like Poison Jab, and most fighters don't have a problem with this core. Maybe Heracross does, but that's about it. And yeah. So I bring this team, Double Psychic, nothing new really for me. And Alice has Manaphy, T-Tar, Mawile, as we can see here. And I thought, okay, Slowbro is super obvious here, and I thought he would go Manaphy, and I'm Encore Gardevoir, specifically for Slowbro and like maybe Manaphy. Like I was kind of thinking about that when I was building this. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Encore guard counters, because he's gonna play probably pretty defensive towards my Slowbro, or yeah, probably that's what I was thinking. And oh, I'm playing Dejaka, by the way, from Central Europe, and I got kind of Encore guard here because it kind of covers a lot of options. I did not think Mawile was coming out because I thought they'd be really be thinking about Slowbro. And I go into my Wisp Gardevoir. Send out a Wisp turn 1 because he's physical and that just makes my life a lot easier. Rock Tomb does 24, so it might have fucking 2-hit killed me if I didn't burn. Hyper Beam here, and knowing the oras burn, and knowing I wouldn't really mind like a Crunch or another Rock Tomb or anything like that, I was very sure that Hyper Beam was a good play. There's really no other option for me. I didn't have Calm Mind anyways. I was thinking about Encore, but that's just like a stupid play. Like I knew Burn would be fine in my favor, because oras Burn is pretty. It's 1/8, so that's pretty huge. Whoops. Yeah, this is fine. I guess new window. And so bring this team. I was really happy with this team, prep wise. It's Ender, Mega Lopunny, Weakness Policy, Iron Defense, Dynasty for Gyarados, and then Specs Victini because the Dejaka was using a decent amount of Slowbro, and also using some teams that were weak to Lopunny. So that they'd be a good core, and Dynasty rounded it out super nicely. I'm really happy with how this team went out. It actually my teammate Cardistry King played another oras game versus Central Europe, and he won with this team. Like it's just really, it's nice to use. It's for like really, it's a nice offense team. Like you really put pressure on people with it. And that aside, I figured that Central Europe, Dejaka here would probably either go Porygon Z or Gren, cause like my matchup versus Venusaur is like on paper pretty bad. I mean I have Specs Venusaur, but I didn't think Dejaka would want to get Zen headbutted. Like that's just really suboptimal. Ban Zen is just not something you really want to face with Venusaur. And I thought they would think that I'd play pretty defensively around the Venusaur given my shitty matchup with it. But I was actually playing pretty nice because I was Specs and my matchup is just not bad whatsoever. So I go Lopunny here, and I'm Ender, so I can beat Hyper Beam Porygon Z. And I got a Gren here, which is perfect. I can just fake out into Giga Impact here. No reason to HJK because that would have lost me the game if I missed, and maybe fucking Giga Impact wouldn't. I don't know. So yeah, I win that game, and I'm up 2-0. And I bring this team. It's a pretty old team. I use it in 1v1 PL2 versus Glix, and basically how I see it is, I know I was pretty fucking sure Pinsir would come out here. Pinsir or Heatran, because Mawile is just kind of like threatening. Same with or not really same with anything, but same with Specs Gren, really threatening versus this team. I figured that would be Enter Facade Pinsir because DJOPW likes that. I didn't think they'd want to lose to like either Gunk or Ice Beam Greninja, or Spadef Altaria. I was kind of predicting Heatran. That's what I was thinking because it's pretty easy to click versus this team. And so I go into my Greninja on the Pinsir, which I'm really happy with. And so I know they're gonna endure. Probably there's no real other play. Maybe stay regular. And so I sub. Whoops. I sub and then I toxic here because I'm sub toxic protect Greninja for Porygon 2. Yeah, not Porygon Z, Porygon 2. I have no clue how I was gonna play Greninja versus it, but sub toxic protect is like really nice to have. And on the Ender I sub, and on the I toxic them, and I protect here just to get some chip damage with fucking poison. And at this point, Hydro Cannon, I calced it, it does 84 minimum. So I'm like, yo, let's fucking send it. I get a crit that doesn't matter because I know, and I was invited to the Central Europe chat after. They told me it was fucking 0 HP Pinsir. Like I knew it didn't matter. It does 83, and I freaking win the game with Subtoxic Greninja. So that's where the run ended. My team lost in semifinals, which was really fucking sad. It was like, wow, they just could not fucking win to save their lives, dude. But yeah, you can only carry a team so much. I got 3 3-0s in this tour, and I dropped 3 games total, 2 of which were to hacks, so I was like very, very close to going 4-0 in this tour. But, you know, how would I go undefeated? Like, you know, I'm like good and all, but like, why would I ever go undefeated? Like, that would just make too little sense in World Cup. You know, someone's gotta fucking hack me. It's been a while since I've been hacked otherwise. Whoops, delete my shit. Yeah, like, shit happens. My team was super underwhelming, like, for most of the tour. There was like a 5 or 6 day period where people actually fucking won games. And that was at the end of pools. Like, my team just really struggled to win for like the vast majority of the tour, which is kind of a bummer. Because usually I make it pretty far in these types of tours. But I'm really, really, really happy with how I played. I don't think I really could have played better in any sort of game. Like, you all saw that I like picked right every single fucking game. I didn't even get that many auto win matchups, and even when I got hacked and lost, I had a pretty good matchup. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm gonna work on my oras guide sometime soon. I really want to actually complete that, so expect new videos of that relatively soon. And I'm out. Peace, bros.